Hello, everybody. This is FoSk Senior, and we are back with some more Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup. It's Savage Sid, the Forma Kid, the Severer Skald of Rue. It's got a nice ring to it, right? Just flows right off the tongue. And yeah, I know it's been a minute. I've actually been away. I've been back on the East Coast this past weekend, so I'm back in California now. And I should have some more time to record this weekend. I don't have like a million years to record right now, but I figure, hey, let's just jump right back into the swing of things and see if we can progress Savage Sid ever deeper into the dungeon. And yeah, I mean, that's what I was thinking. I'm not sure exactly what the plan is right now. We could probably go to the Elven Halls, or we could go to the Depths. That was basically the decision I was faced with here. And, I guess I could go either way, probably. Based on the principle that last time the Elven Halls was harder than we expected, I say let's check out the Depths. And I do have a couple reservations about going down to the Depths, believe you me. My number one irrational fear right now is caustic strikes. We're going to run into caustic strikes. We have no corrosion resistance in this game. They were more dangerous enough without corrosion resistance. So this time they're absolutely just going to tear us apart. So one would think. Except I'm not sure even a caustic strike can stand up to the power of an apocalypse. We'll see, I guess. That's my plan, basically, is just, knee-jerk apocalypses if we see a caustic strike. And a commenter was telling me that I was underusing my draw out power ability from Rue as like a healing method. And maybe that's true. Maybe I should be using that more instead of healing potions, just in case we need it. But we do have a lot of healing potions right now, and Apocalypse works pretty well itself, I mean, best defense is good offense or whatever. So, it can just Apocalypse these people before they can hurt us too much. Works just as well as healing them myself, so far as I'm concerned, although it's probably much more skill drain. Anyway, here we are in the Depths. It's an okay looking start. I'm not seeing anything that's too terrifying. That Etten could bash us up a little bit, but anything that we can chop with our battle axe is going to be okay by me. Yeah, check this out. This is fine. Okay, so a pretty good start. But there's a lot of nasty stuff we could run into the Depths. We could run into caustic strikes. We could run into ancient liches. We could run into just big crazy full floor vaults that we haven't even predicted yet because they're so crazy. There could be tons of fire and cold down here, which is, again, a major problem for us. That's something else I was thinking about. Have we seen fire dragon armor yet? No, we have not. I would love to hunt down and kill a fire dragon. Maybe we get some armor, because, well, I could just always take off my boots. Or, no, the gloves that give me the minus cold resistance. I'm enjoying the +5 strength, but I'm not sure that it would be really worth the pip of cold resistance at that point. I don't know. I guess we'll see. It's a hypothetical situation. The other thing I was thinking of is, yeah, I think transmutations is probably good enough for now, because now that I have these cool boots, statue form is actually less of an importance for me. I mean, we have the negative energy resistance, we got the electrical resistance. That's what I really wanted the statue form for, and I don't know if we need any more slowness. I mean, we can't haste ourselves as is, so statue form might be a liability. So let's just cool with that. We'll keep our earth magic going up because I kind of like having strong earth magic. It's something to aspire to. We understand the earth, if nothing else. We're good diggers. Salt of the earth, that's us. Dire Elephant, we still got up tons of buffs. We have slight horrification levels, but I mean, come on, that's a layer level foe right there. Now, of course, just a common level foe, but so the wheel turns. And yeah, we're getting bashed up pretty good here, but we can dish it as good as we can take it here. Bash them right back and heal ourselves up. What's this interesting looking book? One wonders. Okay, a whole bunch of guys, Tengus and Ravens. Let's just back up in here so we can at least get them in a semi-reasonable spot. Get up our buffs again and continue to chop. Here's another question. Have we seen phase shift? Yeah, we have. How would that be, I wonder? That's in the Book of Dreams. Phase shift. 22%. That's an option. Phase shift would be a huge get for us, I think, considering that our evasion is so bad naturally and we have no option to train it. We should go and think about that. In fact, here, let me turn on my transmutations again for 1 second here. Oh, not transmutations, excuse me, translocations. Big difference. Because, that could be pretty neat. And I still haven't cast Irradiate yet. I probably should. I'd like to see how it works, at least. Next time we're surrounded by a bunch of guys that can't get vampirically drained, we'll check it out. And even, here's the other thing I was thinking. We could conceivably hit up the crypt sometime soon. And you might think that well, that would not really be an option for us, considering, well, we don't. The vampiric axe is not going to work very well. But we have Lee's rapid deconstruction, and our earth magic is frighteningly good. We can just blow up any sort of skeletal creatures, like revenants or skeletal warriors or anything like that. Would be pretty neat. And also, you know, I mean, I think that Irradiate is fine against non-living creatures. Let me check that out real quick. I've never cast it before. Ultra thin layer, direct magical skill, blasting and deforming adjacent creatures. Yeah, it seems like that would be fine. In fact, usually mutation stuff is even more dangerous to the undead because it just rots them. Paperback book, high level. I doubt is going to be anything that we're interested in, so let's just drop that here. Savage Sid doesn't want to go poking around in that. You know, Harrigan would have been curious. Savage Sid is like, you know, I don't understand that. That scares me. Let's just leave it be. Stick to the scales that aren't going to, you know, warp us into the abyss or something like that. A Book of Power, on the other hand. Now, that's something. We do know Iron Shot. We could conceivably learn Orb of Destruction. What's our odds on that? Well, 100%. I guess really our Earth magic was sort of buoying us up. Buoying up the average there and casting Iron Shot. Because right now, Iron Shot is at 34%. But maybe we'll just continue working up our conjurations. I like being quite conjury as well. You know, it works pretty well for us. Okay, scrolling up, that's fine. Also, have we seen Flight? Also in the Book of Dreams. So we should go and pick up that Book of Dreams at some point. It would be nice to be able to learn how to fly. I'm not sure if we're ever actually going to use it. What's this? Arch of Empty Stone. Okay, interesting. There's some elemental type action going on here. Is this like a Temple of the Four Elements or something like that? Wouldn't be surprised. Great Sword of Holy Wrath. That's pretty neat. We haven't seen any amazing axes, have we? Like maybe an Executioner's Axe? No, gotta be more specific than that. No. Alright, but that's fine. Cool. Slime creatures, etc. Who cares? Who cares? This is nothing to test our metal yet. I know the depths is going to throw something at us. Oh, it's a gateway to hell. Okay, that's a little bit more interesting. Yeah, hell is sort of like Temple of the Four Elements. You know, I was always a little confused about what's like the point of hell in this game. I might have touched on this at some point, but it's like, you know, usually when you think about hell, whoa. Alright, there's obviously some sort of party going on in here. It looks like it might be private. I don't know, it might be worth checking out, though. You know, Savage said, never one for taste or tact. You know, we'll show up to a party uninvited. So anyway, you know, hell, it's like, it's usually a place for damned souls. Like, if you're being punished, you go to hell, right? You know, that's usually the way you think about hell. Interesting. Pandemonium. But, you know, who exactly is doing the punishing here? Like, is it the good gods here that are casting people into these hells? Is it Machleb somehow? I don't know. Like, I feel like it has to be the good gods, almost. We should cure out of this rotting. I'd rather not have to deal with that. We got 25 potions of curing. I don't know, but that seems almost a little sadistic. And it's like, who watches over... You know, I think it would be better if they simplified it and they just had it so Machleb was, like, the king of hell. I think that would make sense to me. Machleb is the god of hell. He's all about suffering as is. He loves bleeding people for pain, you know, and he just bleeds people permanently. You know, I guess that does fit more to his style. I'll give you that, Machleb. You know, it's a more sustainable form of torture. You can just slowly bleed people's blood off, you know, as opposed to Rue, you know, you sacrifice a bunch of stuff and you're done. So I understand, you know, I mean, Machleb has got more of the eternal torment thing going on. But, you know, Machleb and hell are not explicitly related in this game. I think it would be cleaner if they were. So it would make sense. It's like, okay, you know, the good gods and Machleb, they hate each other in the same way that, you know, in the Christian faith, you know, God and Satan. Well, I'm oversimplifying things here, obviously. I don't know if hate is the right word, right? You know, I don't know if these, you know, divine beings actually are experiencing petty human emotions like hate. But to personify them, because obviously the dungeon crawl gods are personified, they hate each other, but they, you know, have a certain respect for each other too, right? They all fit in part of the grand scheme, you know? If it was like that with the good gods and the Machleb and, like, the torments of hell, I think that would make sense to me. But maybe that's a thread that they don't want to pull either. You know, it's sort of weird when you go into hell and it's just like, oh, the mysterious forces of hell are acting on you. You know, it's like, what does that mean? The forces of hell? Why are they there? How did they get there? You know, who are these damn souls? Why are there so many, like, zombies and, like, weird, you know, iron golems down there? So, should we bust into here? Seems like a stupid idea. Let's do it. Maybe let's dig a hidey hole first. Alright, that's the new plan. Dig. Hidey hole. And now we'll jump down here and open her up. Whoa. Hey guys, what's up? There's tons of doors. Okay. Yeah, Titans, Golden Dragons. But it's all living things. We're horrified, minus 15, but that won't last because I dug a hidey hole, didn't I? There's a fire dragon too, I was just looking for that. That could be a great option for us. We could enchant up that hide. Maybe get to a point where we could actually have some kind of elemental resistance in our life. If I ever got hurt, I could consider casting Regeneration. Oh, no. I also could have considered an Apocalypse there. Oh, I didn't even think of the Apocalypse. You can tell I'm a little rusty here. I haven't played all weekend. My first instinct should have been Apocalypse. Okay, but Hidey Hole is good, too. Hidey Hole is a safe bet. My Life Force is back, in fact. Oh, the friggin' Berserker went Berserk. Oh, I'm real scared of that. Don't send me to the Abyss kindly. That's fine. All my infusions are gradually running out. I could start singing a song, too. You know what? This is worthy of a song. A song by the Doors, maybe. At the time that we opened up that big door. Alright, yeah, alright. We killed the Titan, reached level 23. Nice. Baby, set my light on fire. You're gonna set the night on fire. That was a terrible Doors impression. LA woman. You're my woman. Golden Dragon. Could we wear Golden Dragon armor in this game? It seems stupid. It seems like it would be prohibitively heavy. But we'll butcher it anyway. Right? Yeah. Did we get the iron? We didn't get... Yeah, that's just an animal skin. There is a gold dragon hide, but I really think that's too heavy for us. I mean, if chainmail is borderline heavy for us and we're struggling to cast these level 6 spells, I don't think we can push it to golden dragon yet. I feel like fire dragon is on a comparable level to chainmail, so it wouldn't be that bad. And probably more AC. Maybe it's closer to plate mail, but I don't care. We'll give it a try at least. And maybe be able to resist fire for once in our life. It would be an exciting feeling, you know? I would really appreciate that. But that was cool, right? Anything good in here? No chainmail and a rogue? Well, that's pretty lame. No Executioner's Axes yet? No? Okay. Because our axe skill is getting up there. Axe is at 18. Could be better, but we're almost at mid-delay with this battle axe, so we can use it properly. Ooh, antique weapon shop. By the way, I review my videos after I watch them. That one time when we went to that interdimensional caravan, there was like a war axe at one of the shops that I totally missed. So that's on me, obviously. You know, I should have noticed that. But on the other hand, Vampiric Battle Axe is so amazing. I don't know if I wanted to downgrade back down to a War Axe, you know, use the one hand, but it could be using the two hands and the shield. That's what we're all about. But on the other hand, it could have been the best War Axe in history. But, you know, if you noticed that and I didn't, you know, sorry. It might have been driving you crazy. I figured I'd at least acknowledge that, because it drives me crazy too. You know, I gotta live with that. Here we go. Let's double check this one. See, this one's got a smoking arbalest, but again, you know, we hate to unwield our Vampiric Battle Axe. It's not really our style. Glowing hand axe, no other kinds of axes, though, so definitely not there. Potions of invisibility and such, We're okay. Let's try to avoid getting drained, or intelligence drained, or any sort of combination of that. Yeah, see, this is annoying. All these frost giants and fire dragons and what have you. Ooh, he's paralyzed though. Give me a corpse. Yeah, and the fire dragon hide. Do we have enchant armor? Enchant armor. Not yet, but next one that we do, I mean, all of our stuff is pretty much enchanted up anyway. We've got that large shield that could stand to get enchanted up a bit. But, yeah, okay, there's another large shield. You know, I think I'm willing to investigate that, actually, just in case it's better. I mean, what do we got to lose? Well, it's newer, at least. So I'll drop the other one. Cool. You know, this is in deeper large shields. It's worth something more. Scroll of Enchant Armor. Well, that's what we were just asking for. Heck, let's give it a try. You know, I can't say no to that. The game is trying to give me a sign here. Read the Enchant Armor on the Fire Dragon hide. Glows purple and changes. Let's try it on. So, right now we have AC 23, EV 9. If I were to wear that Fire Dragon armor, it goes to 2110. My spells become rather more castable. And I get a pip of negative cold resistance, which means I would have to take off my gloves, which means that it becomes a little bit less castable. My strength does go down substantially. But now I've got excellent fire resistance. Is this where I want to be? Is this what I want to do with my life? My magic resistance is a little bit worse, of course, as well, but I think I established that that's not the biggest deal to me anymore. You know, we can't get paralyzed, we can't get confused right now. We can get cast to the abyss or whatever, so if we're going to the Elven Halls, that's going to be a problem. But our magic resistance is going to go up a little bit more too anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if we were at MR+++ by the time we get to level 27. So, is this what we want to do? -2 AC, +5 EV. It seems like a good choice. I don't know. Let's work with this. Let's give it a try. Maybe I can even try to cast a little bit more magic. Maybe I can get up to level 7 spells or use these level 6 spells a little bit more prodigiously. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, I'd definitely like to get phase shift. You know, now phase shift is definitely in the cards. I should go and pick that up almost immediately. But we'll probably do that on the way back. Scroll of Enchant Weapon, yes sir. Getting my battle axe up to +9 if possible. We're keeping that, you know, we're riding that vampiric battle axe train for as long as we can. And yeah, I'm glad I picked up this fire resistance, right? Check this out. It barely touches me. Here's Saint Roka. Oh man, Saint Roka. Did you realize that you were the Saint Herald of the Apocalypse? I was hoping, well, actually, that your crew would show up. Where's your crew, man? Oh, I don't want to get flayed, necessarily. You got a crew? I was thinking that maybe you could use a crew. I got flayed here. Let's just step around the corner. I feel threatened because he's smiting me. Well, he's confused or whatever. Yeah, I don't even think an apocalypse is necessary, man. I was going to apocalypse you, but I hardly see the point anymore. Now you're dead. I don't like that flayed ghost, but yeah, the flayed ghost was entirely what was giving us trouble there. That was the weakest Saint Roka band I ever saw. I'm sort of glad I stayed my apocalypse a little bit. Yeah, there's some Spriggans over here. If we saw the Enchantress, that might be another worthy thing. But I sort of like seeing if I could take these guys legit, too. You know, Apocalypse is fun. But, oh, it is the Enchantress. Hey, what's up? Okay, well, you could be asking for it. Here's an Ice Dragon. We still don't have any... Oh, Enchantress is confused. Oh, that could have been a good opportunity. Here's a whole mess of Spriggans. All right, this could be Apocalypse territory. All right, I'm really glad I saved it. Here comes some more. Well, let's get a couple good chops in. We'll wait till everybody's around the corner. Whoa, never mind. He's got a Demon Whip of Distortion, so let's try to do this as quickly as possible. Apocalypse time. You're paralyzed. Let me try to kill you now. You're dead, you're dead, you're dead, please. I have no ability to stab because my stealth is at 0. It could be worth training up a little bit stealth. You know, now that I think about it, my strength is high enough. My dexterity is at 21. Heck, we should put a couple points into stealth. I might get some axe stabs better than I do now if Rue decides to lash out with his paralysis. Yeah, heck yeah. Heck, heck, heck. And here's Fairy Dragon armor, so we might consider checking that out. Demon Whip of Distortion is an awesome weapon for a different kind of character. We had a pretty distortion-heavy game last game. Definitely eat the Enchantress corpse. That's important. Chop away through the rest of these Air Magi. And got to check out this Fairy Dragon armor. Let's make sure... Oh, well, here, we got to pick it up and watch it glitter first. F for Fairy Dragon armor, that's pretty cool. Yay! Pretty. Savage Sid loves sparkling iridescent rhinestone clothes. It's a guilty pleasure, alright? Doesn't seem that savage, but you gotta be pretty savage to pull that look off. Oh, Caustic Shrike Simulacrum, excuse me, and we got no cold resistance. Well, I guess it's probably better than the real thing because we don't have any corrosion resistance anyway. So, I'm gonna check this out. And we're going to identify it and hope it's good. We haven't seen a good Fairy Dragon armor in a while. Come on. Whoa. Oh, no, though. Oh, no, man. Oh, just when we thought we could have a chance at fire resistance. Oh, no. Do we have any other possibilities for fire resistance here? Do we have any RF plus? Yeah, well, we got that cloak, which... Oh, man. Why is the game playing me like this? The game is really, it's having a giggle at my expense here with all of this RF minus and RC minus. I mean, I'm going to put it on just to see what happens. If we get like an amazing source of fire resistance in the future, because I bet this is going to be good for our stats. Let's wear this. We got 2110 right now. Now we have 2411. It's like a straight upgrade. We can, of course, enchant up this Fire Dragon armor a bit more, but... it's a good upgrade, you know, and plus, you know, not to mention the dexterity, the negative energy resistance. We could actually sneak around a little bit more now if we were to wear that. All of our spells would be amazing. So that's so tempting, but that RF minus makes it prohibitive. We already got all the RF that we can get, and we can't wear 2 sets of body armor, unfortunately. You know, there needs to be a new race that's got 2 bodies. All right. Yeah, I guess we just got to go with the fire dragon armor, huh? We'll leave the fairy dragon armor here. You know, nobody touched that. I got dibs. You know, just look at what happens to the last person who wore it. You know, I think all of these corpses on the ground should serve as a pretty good warning for anybody who wants to go just wearing this stuff. But maybe we can make that work one day. We'll find a shield of fire resistance or something like that, and we'll make it work. Because that'd be pretty cool. It'll be nice to have some rhinestone armor, and really make Savage Sid just fabulously savage. A couple of axes lying around here, but nothing good for us. And yeah, come on, Depths, give me your best shot. Okay, that's a pretty good shot. I'll give you that. I'd rather you didn't summon a demon or anything like that. Can I throw like an iron shot at you? Iron shot. Bam! Oh, I messed it up. Let's try a couple chops, see what happens. Yeah, I mean, we can't drain his life exactly, but whatever. You know, we actually sort of did indirectly. We were able to undo our draining, at least. So it sort of feels like we drained his life a little bit. Drained, well, whatever you want to describe a lich as. Oh, we're petrifying. That was a mistake. Torpor snail biting me. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have done that. Fortunately, whoa! Mistake, mistake, mistake. Alright, that was a huge mistake, but fortunately these guys are really slow and squishy. Let's not get petrified again. That was pretty dumb. If I had died there, I would have been enraged. Let's not lie. Yeah, and I was looking up, by the way, you know, Lee's Rapid Deconstruction, apparently, first of all, you do have to have enough spell power for it to be able to bust through walls in the way that it can. But, also, even at the requisite spell power, it has a certain percentage. So this is just a great. I think we should have a 100% chance to be able to bust through this. Rock wall, you have a relatively high chance, but then stone is only like 10%. So if you want to bust through stone, you have to like keep trying at it, unless you get lucky. And then, you know, metal is like 3% or something. So it is possible, but very unlikely to be able to bust through that. And by the way, it's probably like no, it's not hungerless at all. Level 4 spells are hungerless, but level 5 spells are quite not hungerless. So maybe even I could turn on my spellcasting again for a minute. I guess why not? Sure. Rakasha, annoying. There's a bunch of stuff up there in that ziggurat area. Maybe I should go and just like mark that as hands off for now. Yeah. Don't go over there yet. I don't think we're going to a ziggurat with this character. But that's what I said about the last one too. And it worked out real well. So, who knows? Another gateway to hell? Okay. Interesting, I guess. Ettins are now getting to the point where they no longer concern me. I'm not concerned. Well, this is a little annoying that I can't sneak my way through here. Yeah, let's just go through. It's an ancient lich. Alright, you know what? You guys win. Yeah, ancient liches are going to try to cast spells and summon fiends and whatever. I'm just not ready to deal with that yet. Cool. Alright, depths 1 and 2 went down pretty smooth. Let's try to keep that rolling. I was thinking that I might only do half the depths. But now that I'm sort of on a roll here, you know, I feel like I should just keep it rolling. You know, if I got this momentum, you know, who's going to argue with that? If things are going well, you know, we just got to embrace it. Book of Alchemy. Anything interesting in here? Poison. Yeah, we could petrify people ourselves. Here's Irradiate, which is interesting that that's in this book now. Ignite Poison is an interesting spell that I've never really been able to use to any great effect. There's always a dream of having like a Cloud Mage character that could be able to cast Poison Cloud and then also be able to set it on fire with Ignite Poison. It's a pretty cool combo that I've got to work exactly once, but unfortunately I died soon after I got it online, so Sublimation of Blood is an interesting option. I'm sure we could cast it. Sublimation of Blood easily, yeah. Our Necromancy is not very good, but being able to get some magic regeneration as necessary would be okay. Of course, we can do that through Rue as well, so maybe it's not worth it. I think I'm going to prioritize Phase Shift here. So I'll just drop off these books here. I don't feel like bringing them back to my library. And I'm almost inventory cap right now, so... Killing the wizards. Killing the minotaurs. Make my way through the depths and killing all I see. Rakashas are annoying. Especially when they do that. Let's see if I can battle axe a couple of them at the same time, though. There we go. And we got the right one way or the other. I don't even care which one is the right one. That's the nice part about the battle axe. Just start swinging around in a whirlwind attack, and eventually things are going to die. I like to think that we're just doing like the whirlwind attack. You know, the classic. Just swing the axe around, just spin around in circles over and over again, and hope for the best. You know, it's a pretty good strategy if I know anything about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles style combat. Catalobolas is going to try to calcify me. Let's make sure that doesn't happen. These guys will get calcified, though. So, sure, it's not even a problem. We can kill them. Now, there's more calcifying dust, but that just means that these guys are so stupid, they're just going to be like, calcifying dust, who cares? You know, it's not going to affect me. Calcifying dust is one of those things that you don't think is going to affect you until it affects you. You know, it's a tragedy of the commons sort of thing. I don't know if that really makes sense. I don't think I really know what tragedy of the commons means. I'm just going to say it. What's that? A cloak? Oh, it's an ice dragon hide. Okay, that could be an option for us too if we prefer to go with the cold resistance instead. But fire resistance is more important to win the game. We got to fight orbs of fire at some point. And possibly some point soon, depending on how we decide to work it. This is interesting. A new kind of amulet. It's possibly... Should I identify? I guess I should, yeah. Clarity. Nope, we already got a much better one. I was hoping for corrosion, honestly. Corrosion would have been nice. Resist mutation would have been nice. Just to have situationally. We lost our deflect missiles at some point. Oh, and there is a Hell Sentinel, so we're going to run. Run away from that. Hell Sentinel is no fun. We're actually going to go upstairs. Yeah, stone giants. I know you're going to throw rocks. Whatever. I'm going to deal with that in a second. Let's go upstairs. Deal with that. Make sure my deflect missiles is up. How can I cast that even in armor? Let's try. Yes. Oh, I messed it up. All right. Well, I'll take off the armor. I thought it was worth a try. It's going to get there soon. If I work on my spellcasting, that'll help a little bit. If I worked up my charms or anything, that'd be fine too. I don't want to have to work up my air magic anymore. Having flight would be nice, though, to get a few more spell levels. Now we'll cast it again. Yeah, it's down to 38%. Go for it. Nice. Put on the fire dragon armor again. And we're ready to go. Buffs. Whoa, upstairs he tried to haunt us. That was a little surprising. But fortunately, haunts, you can't go up and downstairs. There's a Reaper. Okay, that's about the most benevolent thing he could have thrown at us. You just are going to come within melee range, please. Oh no, Cacodemon is much less benevolent. Fortunately, he failed to attack. We're just going to wait it out here for a second, and then try to go back downstairs. Sure, I'll take you upstairs here. This is fine. I hope he doesn't try to summon a fiend or something. He tried to haunt us, but he only really ended up haunting himself. Yeah, I mean, that's the moral of the story there. If you ever feel like you're being haunted by anybody or anything, supernatural forces, just go up a flight of stairs. Ghosts hate stairs. They're like, curses. Okay, here's the way to the abyss. You know, we could have gone to the abyss ourselves if we wanted to. We've already been there. That's old news for us. I'm not sure if we're ever going to go back to that horrible place. Although we're much more capable of handling it now than we were 10 levels ago. Yeah, stealth skill going up. Yeah, I mean, the stealth skill seems like a strange pickup. Let's see if we can Wheeze Rapid Deconstruction this guy out of existence. Yeah, that works. Bam, get him. Oh, I messed it up. But it's okay, we can get these guys. Yeah, I killed all 3 of them with the Wheeze Rapid Deconstruction. Those guys are really small and squishy, and, you know, Wheeze Rapid Deconstruction ignores evasion, I believe. So it's great against packs of not very well armored foes like that. Might be good against Caustic Shrikes, even. I guess we'd have to see. Yeah, I'm really underutilizing this. I mean, I've got all this earth magic. What am I doing here? Iron Shot and Irradiate, both at 19%. They're both reasonable options. Next time I need to take out a Lich, I could consider an Iron Shot. I mean, a Lich wouldn't hesitate to use an Iron Shot on us. This looks like Pandemonium territory if I ever saw it. Yeah, especially with that neck exact. He's going to try to mutate us, which I hate. Our genome is so beautiful. And we're still evolving, theoretically, although we haven't seen much good of that in a while. I don't know. It's like a punctuated equilibrium sort of thing, you know? You evolve only once in a while, and then there's long periods of relative stagnancy. Right? That makes sense, I guess. Yeah, it's Pandemonium. I told you. I knew it. I could smell it a mile away. Book of Battle. Yeah, alright. That was our original starting book, right? Could still learn Spectral Weapon, which could be a good option. I don't know, but I'm sort of set on Phase Shift now, actually. I think Phase Shift is going to be great. Our lack of nimbleness is actually not even going to be an issue at this rate. We'll have it artificially. We had a +6 ring of evasion for a while, and now we've got phase shift coming along, which is sort of the same thing, but in magical form. Fall through shaft for 2 floors. That's fun. Okay, well, I guess it's not the worst thing in the world. I guess we will be finishing depths this video, just not in the way that I intended. Aw, geez. Really? Really? Okay, stone wall. This is crazy. Okay, this is not how I expected things to go down. We are going to try to leave, I guess. We're slightly horrified. I'm not going to lie. This Black Draconian Monk, I don't think he can really get to us. That is a Red Draconian Scorcher who might be able to throw a Hellfire at us, which I hate. But if we stand closer to his allies, maybe he wouldn't think to do that so much. This is translucent stone walls, which will probably blow up or something, but I don't want to blow it up necessarily. This is a bad place to land, and we don't even have our emergency dig at our disposal right now because we fell through a shaft and had it dug for us. So I'm going to try to just stand my ground and fight. I could do Passage of Galubria if necessary. You know what? Can I try like a Lee's Rapid Deconstruction on this wall over here? It's going to hit me. I mean, it's a little bit short-sighted maybe. It's not going to be able to drain this Shadow Dragon, I don't think. But also I have got tons of... I thought I had more negative energy resistance than that. Oh, that's because it was on that stupid Fairy Dragon armor. Ugh. Well, I could have had immunity to draining. Which, unfortunately, I don't think applies to ruse effects. I think that's totally sort of a separate thing. I am on fire, so I am glad I have the fire resistance now. I mean, I feel like that's more important than the draining. We have a little bit of draining as is. Covered in liquid flame. Yeah, this is annoying. I wish I could spend a turn to cast Regenerate. I think I have a turn to cast Regenerate. Great. Skin is crawling. That's going to help a little bit. Hopefully bolster the other forms of regeneration I got going on right now, which are numerous. Battle Axe related, genetics related, magic related, and magical artifact related. Draconian Shifter. Alright, so he's shifting guys around, but please blink guys toward me. I mean, that's what I prefer, actually. I'd rather them up here where I can just chop through them on my axe than have to deal with them further away when they're going to be throwing Hellfire and such. So I appreciate that, Black Draconian Shifter, whether you know it or not. I'm not going to tell him that, because Savage is a little too crafty for that, you know, unless you're trying to use reverse psychology or something, which would also be pretty crafty. Black Draconian Shifter over there. Alright, let's finish you off with the Lee's Rapid Deconstruction. Blow you up. Nice. Worked great. Interesting. Golden Dragon. Alright, so we fought off a lot of the Zot welcoming party just sort of by accident. That's sort of the thing that you expect to do at the end of the depths, but I guess we could handle it. I mean, we were pretty much breezing through the rest of the depths, so I guess the game thought that we needed to sort of up the difficulty level instead of jump right to the ends. Okay. No problem. Ooh, paralyzed, and we can get actually a couple reasonable stealth chops, maybe. I don't know how much of that was actually our stealth skill, but I feel like that's worth training up at least to 5 or so. You know, having a little bit of stealth in the end game is fine. If we ever do get that Fairy Dragon armor, it'll be a thing for us. With electrical resistance, we don't have to care about these cyan ugly things very much. Ice foes are still some of the toughest threats. We don't want to run into any Ice Fiends or anything like that. An Ice Fiend could easily kill us, or at least ruin our day in a serious way. Reached level 24. Brilliant. That's pretty amazing. What are we going to do about that? Well, you know, I think I got to put a point or two into strength now. You know, my intelligence is quite high. I think I'm not going to go too much higher than level 6, and we're getting there to the point where we can cast him anyway. So I'm going to go with strength. I had to take off some of my strength recently, so let's go with strength and feel pretty good about that. Oh, we got a double strength too, so who needs magic gloves? Who needs the gauntlets of strength when we've just got self-improvement, hard work, you know, proper diet and exercise. Most savage things of all. What's up, Deep Troll Earth Mages? Yeah, go ahead, surround me. I'm enjoying this. You know, you think you're doing something here? You think you're bothering me? Okay, this is actually more dangerous than I expected. Whoa! Air twists around and striking me. So it's apocalypse time. Apocalypse. Killed them all. Good. Yeah, that was kind of dumb. Maybe let's throw for regeneration. Sure, while we got a minute, since I'm still in combat here. Okay, so yeah, maybe that was not as much of an equilibrium as I thought it was. All those deep trolls surrounding me. I think part of the problem was that some of them were hasted / mighted, which is, you know, a surprisingly deadly combination. Those the deep troll shamans are the ones you really got to watch out for. But you know, that's what the apocalypse is for. We also should definitely make sure to get up our deflect missiles right now, which is 87% with this draining. Yeah. Well, can we step inside here, close the door, get into this dressing room, take off our fire dragon armor, cast deflect missiles. Yeah, it's not that dangerous. Do it a couple times. You got this. Whoa, I'm contaminated. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay, less contaminated. Let's not do that, man. Let's not get hasty here. Corona. Man, seriously? I'm messing this up so bad. Maybe I'm just a little hungry. Alright, eat the beef jerky. And then we'll try again in the morning. Alright, try it again. We got this, Savage Sid. You've done it before. Come on, you did this 100 times. Alright, Savage Sid is just getting a little bit... You know, getting frustrated. You know, and sometimes you got beginner's luck, and then you start to overthink it. There you go. Alright, finally cast deflect missiles here. Oh, we're also drained, so I suppose that's not good for it. Yeah, we're still at about a 50-50 shot or less, so that explains a thing or two. We'll make sure, let's eat a little bit of this royal jelly. That's a nice little insectoid snack for us to snack on. Make us feel a little bit better about that situation. And we have our deflect missiles up, so we're ready to go. You know, all's well that ends well here. Frederick and his Spellforged Servitor is quite fancy. Gotta give him that. He wears a monocle, he casts Spellforged Servitor. Yeah, right? He's felt fighter mage with a gold rim monocle. I gotta say, I respect that, Frederick the Flawless. I respect your bravado. Alright? You know, not a lot of guys would go through the dungeon with a gold rim monocle. You know, you think that would get knocked off pretty easily, and then where are you at? I mean, is it even like a functional monocle, or do you think it's just like completely decorative? It's just part of his character. I guess we'll never know because he's dead. An enchanting evening star, and he's a demigod now? That's got to be changed, right? I don't think he used to be a demigod. I think he was just a human. That's pretty cool that he's a demigod now. Although a demigod named Frederick, what kind of god names his son Frederick, right? I don't know. It seems a little weak to me, you know. I mean, demigods usually got awesome names like, you know, Hercules or, I don't know. What's some other examples of demigods? Hercules is like the go-to example. I don't know. Frederick seems a little weak. I mean, I can see Frederick as some sort of like Norse sort of Germanic warrior hero, I guess. Which is, I guess that could be. It could be less cool. Let's put it that way. Well, you got the monocle going on too, though. I don't know. It seems a little poncy to me. Frederick, you need to work on your image. Now you're dead. You can go and talk to your divine parentage. In the afterlife, maybe get some fashion tips. Get reincarnated next time as somebody a little bit more formidable. Yep, more fire dragon meat was fine by me. Spring and air mage. Yeah, these guys are tough, right? Yeah, you got the elemental pack too. And my life force is back now, so no problem. New kind of ring. Yeah, sure, what is it? Ring of fire. See, again, not really. And I know we do have this ice. I mean, we have the ice ring, so he could theoretically cast ice spells with some potency. And not fire spells, you know, that's for sure. But I just don't know what I would do, right? What kind of ice spell would I want to cast? I don't think I could even cast Azukua's armor even in the fairy dragon armor, which is a bit unfortunate. But, I mean, what else would I cast? I mean, I've already got some conjurations down here. You know, anything like I throw icicle or whatever is basically just stone arrow, but the icy version. And my earth magic is so good, I hardly see the point. But, you know, here's a couple of dragons who didn't get the memo about the big battle up north. You know, maybe they were a little too cowardly, you know. Craven draconians over here. It's why they died so easily. Not impressed, not impressed. Maybe that bodes well for going down to Zot. Maybe we're ready, especially with our new fire resistance. I mean, I bet I could make my way through Zot. This character is feeling pretty strong right now. I guess we might... Oh. Well, thanks, Rue. I'm exalted by your friendship. Book of Envenomations, more poison magic, but I think ship sort of sailed on that by now. You know, we're we could have gone poison magic. In fact, the Formigats have got a pretty good aptitude for it, but we'll do that sometime later. I don't see what I would do at this point exactly. I could pick up Mephitic Cloud like again, but you know, we just had a Mephitic Cloud character. Arrogant was all about that Mephitic Cloud. Okay, done exploring depths 5. That's pretty nice. We got to go and wrap up some loose ends on the previous floors, though. They don't expect you to come from downstairs, so we'll have the element of surprise. Or one might suppose. Didn't seem like it worked out that way that time. But we might be able to even be a little... I mean, how's our stealth right now? Stealth, we got stealth 3 pips. That's something. Alright, and there's Deep Troll Shaman. Let's not underestimate these guys again. In fact, it could be Apocalypse time as soon as I get right within range. Yeah, sure, Apocalypse. Well, yeah, who are you? Alright, Apocalypse, Apocalypse, Apocalypse. Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, you're all dead. Stunned by your will? I should think so. Yeah, a couple of Boggarts down there. Can we get them with Elise Rapid Deconstruction? I don't know if it's too far. Well, we can get at least one of them. Maybe they'll step up closer. Yeah, so this is going to work if I get them as such. That should get both of them. Killed that one. Alright, one more. Just because it can never miss, I believe. So it's sort of functionally similar to Airstrike in that regard, I guess. That wizard could try to cast us to the Abyss. And with little magic resistance, I would be a little bit concerned about that. Okay. This is fine. Song of Slaying is gonna do it. We're not gonna get slowed down by that torpor snail, so that's completely non-concerning to us. I hope that, yeah, there's no more shamans here that I'm seeing, so just these regular deep trolls are not gonna be the worst thing in the world. I've got all my buffs up and such. I could have a, I guess I could have a shroud, which I should cast right now, maybe, and maybe even a regeneration. Let's do that. Alright, so now I'm regenerating. I've got just so many buffs. Don't want to get hit by, like, all that cold nonsense coming at me. The Apocalypse did create a whole bunch of noise, so, I mean, all the stealth in the world is not going to help you if you're just causing world-shattering apocalypses. You know, I mean, revealing great annihilating truths to your foes is quite loud. Whoa! What happened here? We got hit for quite a bit of damage. Okay. We're not exhausted anymore, so we could use Rue's ability to heal up or cause another apocalypse as necessary. But considering that I have Slaying 5 right now and Horror -2, I feel okay to chop? Why am I taking so much damage? Oh, he's got a Battle Axe of Freezing. Okay, can we? I feel like I can chop him, though. Yeah, like that was a positive HP boost. Killed the Ice Dragon there, so there's a lot of ice stuff going on. But now some of that is dead. And now the Frost Giant is dead as well, which is what I think was doing us the most damage. Yeah, these guys are easy to chop, lots of life. Alright, so yeah, sometimes it's a little bit scary there with that those massive HP spikes in the positive and negative directions, but we weathered it, you know. You just have to have faith. You have to have faith in the Vampiric Battle Axe, faith in Rue, faith in yourself, man. Rod of Ignition, huh? Well, considering we have put literally no points into evocations, I see no reason to start now. Battle Axe of Freezing, see, that's an interesting thing. We could check that out. Right? I don't need a Wand of Polymorph or a Wand of Disintegration. I'd rather take another Battle Axe for my collection. Why not? We'll just be a walking arsenal. Just have like 5 Battle Axes on our back. And then, you know, we'll take out the right Battle Axe as the situation demands. Although we don't want to be taking off our Vampiric Battle Axe all the time, obviously, until it's appropriate. If we did decide to go down into Gehenna or something like that, then Battle Axe of Freezing would be a pretty great choice, one might think. But no promises on that, man. I don't know if this is an extended Calvo character. I mean, it feels strong right now, but I think it feels strong because of our unique set of circumstances here. Another Battle Axe of Freezing. That's pretty cool. So I guess those guys pretty frequently have Battle Axes of Freezing, huh? Seems reasonable. Just like the... It seems like the Fire Giants often have great Swords of Flaming, so maybe that's almost like a guaranteed find. Get up a regeneration here. Song of Slaying, sure. I just like to throw up all my buffs. Just stall for time a little bit, you know. I mean, just to demoralize them a little bit. It's like, hey, you know, I'll get to you in a second, you know. You're not actually important enough for me to start chopping you right now. Let me just start singing a song, and then give me 15 minutes, and then I'll get to chopping your head off. You know, it just shows the enemy just how little worth you place on them. You know, they're doing their best, presumably. I mean, you think they're doing their best, because if they're not, it's pretty foolish because they just died, you know. You should have given 110% here. But for us, it's just a tab moment. So that's got to be very demoralizing for them. You can throw all the Spriggans in the world at you, but it's not going to do nothing against our degree of savagery. Some sort of wizard hall in here. Ogre mage. Yeah, this is interesting. Is this the sort of place where we might find like a bunch of cool artifacts and maybe an ancient lich tutor at the end? We've definitely found some interesting stuff in here, like the Hat of the Alchemist, although we can't wear the Hat of the Alchemist right now. Very real possibility we could get cast to the Abyss right now. Let's be real here. Those wizards can do it. These ogre magi can do it. Definitely some sort of ogre mage academy, all right, or just regular wizard academy for all races. You know, not non-discriminatory. Giant orange brain would be pretty hilarious if that was a professor here. It would be pretty hilarious to have a class in magic taught by literally a giant orange brain. I mean, you think they're pretty smart, you know. I mean, they got to have something to tell you. Here's a book. Collected works on Ash and Good Looks, so definitely some sort of wizardry going on in here. We'll read it. Yeah, there's some we know a lot of these spells. I was thinking about Shatter. I mean, what's our possibility at Shatter? Got to be 100% now. I mean, with the Fairy Dragon armor, it might be a little bit better, but if we keep working up our Earth magic, maybe someday it's sort of like Apocalypse. Shatter is a lot like an Apocalypse, so maybe we could use Shatter. I've never had a character that could really cast Shatter, so who knows? That could be an option. What's here? Another book. Combat Magic and Ice. Well, I do have that Ring of Ice. I was just talking about this, but I mean, what? Azukubo's refrigeration. I'd have to train up a whole school of magic just to be able to use that. Azukubo's armor, as I mentioned, is not going to be great. So, unfortunately, this book is not for us. I really like that other one that we had. Yeah, but... New kind of amulet over here. More wizards. Sorry to interrupt your studies. But this place is getting shut down. I'm confiscating all your stuff. Didn't pay the back taxes. Alright, well, here's the resist corrosion. Alright, it makes me feel slightly less irrationally afraid of caustic strikes. It also means that we could go down to the slime pits if we wanted to. Although our amulet is great, obviously. We wouldn't want to give that up for no reason. It's not like that great. The other benefits that it give us, the clarity is super nice. All the other stuff is like super nice, but it's not critical. I mean, it's stuff that we could take off and put on corrosion and feel good about it if we were facing a corrosion foe. Or going down into the slime pits. We would like to have resist mutation as well, right? So our genome remains untouched. Savage Sailor's a little bit prideful of his genome. What's in this book? Alright, well, let's drop this other book here. I don't really need to be carrying around the collected works on Ash and Good Luck. But we'll check out this book, Papyrus of Fate. What's that all about? Something... necromancy related for the most part. There's Phase Shift right there, though. That's a good find. Okay, so maybe we don't have to go and buy that book after all. Alright, it might be nice to learn Flight as well. But we're not picking up the spell level super quickly, and it's not a super priority. So Phase Shift is definitely where we're at. Yeah, spell assigned to J. Okay, I guess that's as good as anything, considering I'm just going to put it on a macro. Can I put it on 6? Cast ZJ. Alright, cool. Now I just gotta remember it. I got so many number buffs right now. Cast buffs, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 6. We'll see how often I remember to do that. Especially because Phase Shift is relatively not hungerless right now. Not even very castable right now. Oh, it's castable enough. We don't need to be casting it all the time, though. We'll cast it for tough fights. Eventually we'll get to the point where we might cast it all the time. Alright, drop the Papyrus of Fate over here. Thank you for bringing me that fate of not having to go buy that Book of Dreams. Almanac of Combat Magic. Definitely a lot of interesting textbooks here. Cool. Would be a great big book for a Cloud Mage. That might be interesting. I might think that might be an interesting character even to try next time. We could try for that Cloud Mage character I've talked about a couple of times. That'll be fun. But yeah, lots of great conjurations in here, no doubt. No doubt. But we just used up all our spell levels. Learn a little bit of translocation, so, can't learn it all. Savage Head's brain is only so big. You can only memorize so many things before some of the stuff starts to get pushed out the other ends. You'd think you might be able to keep those books and then look up some of the reference tables or something like that. Yeah, I'm just going to chop these guys. He got illuminated. Okay, that's something. Yeah, chop these guys for the life, and now I think I can just chop this. I did get corroded by that bolt of acid. Okay, so I'll give you that. What if I were to throw maybe Iron Shot at you, though? Yeah, it killed him. That did it. I said Iron Shot versus Liches, I mean, a skeleton doesn't fare well if it gets hit with a big iron bowling ball, tends to shatter. So definitely Lich, people studying their necromancy skills in here, I can sort of respect that. We can check out this side little auditorium over here. There's a Deep Elf Sorcerer. He looks like he might be one of the more advanced pupils. Still waiting to see that Ancient Lich, though. Usually there's an Ancient Lich or something here. That's, like, the principal, headmaster. And usually there's, like, some great... it seems like there's always, like, good wizard hats. Unfortunately, that's, like, not useful for us at all. Hellfire. Hellfire. They teach you that? Is that what you're learning in this school? No, I don't feel too bad about chopping you down. I mean, I got nothing against Hellfire here, but that's not proper magic. That's, I mean, some... yeah... some bad juju right there. Okay, what do we got? A book of alchemy down here. Anything interesting here, though? Staves, dagger, deck of cards. These guys are just slacking off. They're just playing cards. This is no proper Wizard Academy. You're getting shut down. I'm the Inspector of Education here. And you guys are all dead. Should I try like irradiating myself? I feel like might be a moment for an irradiate. Let's see if I can irradiate both these liches, see what happens. Irradiate! Whoa, that's cool. I blew up in like crazy purple Manole egg energy. If I knew it was going to be purple like that, I would have used this a long time ago. Alright, I also am slightly contaminated. It did seem to hurt them, huh? It did quite a number on them. I'm afraid that if I do it again, I'll contaminate myself, but I don't think I need to either. Okay, I'm sold on that. And now my life force is back. Again, killing liches restores your life force. It seems to be the way to go. Sparkling fountain, that's classy. I like that. Alright, but I'm confiscating it. You know, spend all your money on a water budget. This is extravagant. You know, this is a place of learning. You don't need fountains. Papyrus book. Book of spatial translocations. Alright, I think we pretty much found everything there that we were going to find. Teleport other could be an interesting option. We could teleport stuff away from us if we can't teleport ourselves, but again, we don't have the spell levels for it. I mean, Harrigan tried to use it and we just never used it, although it's more useful for us as a Formicid, right, who can't teleport ourselves. What do we got? Dark Arsonist. That's pretty cool, I guess, but, you know, Fire and Necromancy, not our most favorite spells. It's a cool name. Rod, okay, I guess I'll wield it. No. Alright, I don't even care. Drop the rod. We don't even care. And, yeah, just drop that. What do I do with it? Oh, it's under weapons here, probably. Twisted Jeweled Rod. We're never going to use it. We have no ability or desire to use that. Sustain abilities. We're never going to wear that over our better rings. Pirates of Doomed Shapeshifting. Alright, these guys do know how to name a book. I'll give them that. Irradiate, we know. Various forms, we know. Statue form, I just said, we don't care about as much with our electrical boots. Book of Hindrance, nah, that's all hexes. Long Jeweled Rod, and no, who cares? I don't need your Long Jeweled Rod. Twisted Jeweled Rod, what's these people? There's a session with Jeweled Rods, right? This is a Jeweled Rod over here, right? Twisted Jeweled Rods, how many Jeweled Rods do you need in here? Again, totally extravagant. Seems like a waste of taxpayer funds to me. So, I slaughtered you all. Sorry, man. Just had to happen. Definitely some bad juju in there. You know, I think that Rue appreciates the fact that all that bad juju is gone. That's cool. Altar of Lugonu, that's neat. Again, it's a solid option for a Formicid. We saw the Corrupted Temple this game too, right? That was pretty cool. But, you know, not for us. We're quite happy with Rue. Thank you very much. Please take me off your call list. And, good. Oh, Troll Shamans. Yeah, okay, there's a couple of them here. Could be Apocalypse Time. Let's see if we don't actually get slaughtered this time. Like, Iron Trolls combined with Troll Shamans. That's tough. And they might have already done the damage here, right? You know, he's unusually strong. That's what I'm talking about. You don't even notice that. I wish there was some sort of indication visually that had happened a little bit more. Or maybe I should just pay attention. That usually helps. But I'm not always great at that, right? There's a lot to pay attention to in this game, especially if you're going to play at a decent clip. And talk about, like, bad juju at the same time. Because bad juju is truly the most important thing here, right? You know, that's what we gotta do, is purge the world of bad juju. One Troll Shaman at a time. And I believe this is the end here, right? I think that we will have completed the cycle here. We've already explored most of this floor. And in fact, there we go. Yeah, tied a couple loose ends up. Plummeted down to depths 5, but that really just made things more interesting. That was probably the most hair-raising part of this video, right? Fighting all those Draconians at once. And it wasn't even terrible. Man, so we just mauled the depths, right? I don't think we really saw any difficulty at all. I mean, we had one sort of semi-emergency apocalypse, but that was just proactive more than anything else. That was not anything to be concerned about. That was just a wise use of our resources. So I think we're going to call it there. I think that was awesome. So depths complete, you know, that's one thing that we're done with. And I know you don't get it, or, you know, we haven't got a rune in a little while. But that's sort of the way it works in this stage of the game. This is sort of like, you know, Act 3 of Dungeon Crawl, where you sort of like set up all the dominoes. And then in Act 4, you can go and get a couple more runes all in quick succession if you're going to go that way, or you can just head down to Zot and end the game. I'm still not sure what we're going to do yet. I think that next time we would feel comfortable in either going to the Elven Halls or to the Slime Pit, both of which could have some neat toys for us to discover. So I got to think about that. We'll see what we decide next time. But in any case, thanks for watching, you guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time.